guys, welcome back to the channel, and I'm here with some more DuckTales, and it's our last episode before the finale, and I feel like I have frozen. I'm in denial. No, I'm not in denial. I'm just kind of trying to pretend that I'm okay, but maybe I need to have a good cry session. Just let it out. I don't know. Because I seem okay, but then I think about it and I'm just like, So, we'll see. I don't know. It's just crazy. Okay, I'm not going to go on that rant. Let's just focus on the episode. So the episode is called Life and Crimes of Scrooge McDuck, which I guess it's kind of fitting for the DuckTales crew to reference Life and Times right at the end of the show. You know, have to have paid an homage to it at some point. But, well, speaking of, you know, homage to the, is it in focus? Life? I don't know. I mean, I have volume 2 here with me, but I do have volume 1. So I did read it, so I might be able to catch some references, although I kind of don't think they will do any references because, like, the crimes they're focusing on are things Scrooge theoretically did to the villains of the current show, which aren't really super based on Life and Times. I mean, yeah. And it's like the crimes there were, you know, our DuckTales character here is a good boy, not like in the comics. So I don't really think he has any actual crimes. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna be referenced in any way. But I do, I don't know. It's a topic I kind of have not mixed feelings. I'm kind of insecure, conflicted. I guess conflicted is the word. Because I love Life and Times, but it's like, Scrooge, you do some very bad stuff. And I don't know. I feel sometimes bad for liking him as a character. But I don't think that the show is going to go into the morality of that, as I saw some fans wanting to. And I'm like, no, they're not going to do that the episode before. But, yeah. So, in terms of what they are going to do, based on, like, the few clips we got from the general trailer, we're going to have Glomgold come back, which, my boy, I love Glomgold so much. And we're going to have sharks, and we might learn why you like sharks so much, and I'm excited for that. He's my baby. We're also going to have Magica, which... okay. And we're going to have character actress Margot Martindale come back, so I'm excited about that. And we might get some info about the whole deed of Duckburg situation, which was, like, referenced in season 1 and, like, never happened. So that would be interesting. And it seems like it's some trial. It looks like Louis might be playing lawyer, so that's fun if we get some more Louis stuff. We haven't seen Scrooge since, like, November, so I'm excited for that. And one last thing is, I basically saw a photo that was from the finale, like a leaked photo, and it included some characters that Frank kind of avoided talking about on Tumblr whenever people would ask him. So I just assumed that these characters would not appear in the show in any way, but turns out they're going to be in the finale. So that made me think, like, what other characters did he try to avoid answering questions about? And, yeah, I realized one of them is Poe. So I'm thinking maybe he's going to be in this episode. I mean, we are having Magica, so it's kind of possible. And if, you know, he gave us, like, honestly, Poe is kind of more reasonable for DuckTales than the characters that are going to be in the finale. So, yeah, it might happen. It's going to be exciting if it does, I guess. I really wanted him in season 1. Like, I was so sure we were going to get him, especially since we had whole Lena's niece thing. And I was like, well, you know, if it's biological, that makes sense. She's Poe's daughter, like, oh. And I thought he was going to be, like, a nice guy who, I don't know, like, something happened to him. And then Lena fell under Magica's control. And then at some point, Lena was going to go back to him and have a good family, but that didn't happen. But yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. One last thing is, this is our last episode before the finale, so I would expect some foul, but I don't actually see any way that they could connect. Like, I know the last episode with the tailspin stuff, like, the premise of the episode was not very foul related, but I was like, okay, I mean, they're probably gonna have missing mystery, so that has to do with like the whole foul plot. But this, I'm just like, I don't know. So that's gonna be interesting. So yeah, I think that sums up everything I had to say, and let's start watching. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, and start.
You take responsibility for
I think I'm gonna cry. Okay, interesting. Oh, they're setting up that Scrooge has to take responsibility for his actions. Okay, I see you.
Saving my life and you will not talk your way out of this.
Wait, is it only gonna be Louie and Scrooge? That's gonna be interesting. You're gonna get some focus on those two. What?
No,
Why does that?
No, anything but that. Send me back to me Gribble Chow, please.
No.
Doofus drink for the prosecution.
I did not expect him.
Prosecutor, why is he restrained?
He said he thought it would be fun.
What? No, poor Louie. But how does this even have to do with Scrooge? Okay. But also, Scrooge from Life and Times would just be annihilated in this court. But I think I'm gonna have a breakdown in the middle of this episode. I can't. I got a drink, but I can't.
All rise, the karmic court is now in session.
Oh my god, poor Louie.
You destroyed my
somebody.
inheritance by forcing
But
me
again,
to
that's not about Scrooge though.
share it with my family. So I found victims.
Oh yeah, what happened with Boyd then?
Ruined by your wicked Cremunc-Peepa scheme.
Oh,
We pulled
wait, so
together
this is literally
financial and
all
supernatural resources to acquire
this is plot.
Ten voices are you babbling about? I never wronged anyone who didn't wrong me first. I made my money square. It's my whole thing.
Sir, take a seat.
I'm just cringing because of Life and Times. I have cried too much over it last week. I thought we were done with doing this. Who's it gonna be? God. Baby.
Has brought global fever to DuckTales. It is contagious, but not
she's from.
We tagged
sorry,
along
what?
with this intrepid entrepreneur on his latest quest.
That's from the original show. So what? Sharks? I don't know how this has to do with Scrooge, but okay. No, sharks! Accept your father.
Sudden shocking turn. Gold has revealed his stupidity.
Noble and vicious sharks.
Yes.
Became my friends. My family.
I love sharks too. Oh, I can't with this flashing light
Because
though.
of Scrooge, it was the closest thing to love I would ever know.
Wait, so that's a good thing.
I got this.
Yeah, I wonder what I'm gonna do with Louie, because he does take responsibility in season 2, so I don't know.
Your Honor, you really expect us to believe that Scrooge is responsible? Scrooge accidentally stole Glomgold's spotlight. Who amongst
I know.
us hasn't made a little mistake, like turning your uncle's home into a gribble zoo, or accidentally selling a submarine?
Wait, what?
What? Accidentally? Should we allow such minor offenses to ruin a young boy's inheritance and an old man's legacy? No.
I am just enjoying this episode though. Marco, characters. Hey. Oh, we're gonna find the story about the deeds? Okay, we're getting these flashbacks, so that's cool. I mean, this wasn't really from the comics, but okay. Oh, that's her! But wait, the deed did that... Okay, I'm just trying to figure out how this fits in with the comic history stuff.
I remember it as Fort Duckburg. Which
Wait.
of you lowlifes do I talk to about purchasing it back?
Purchasing?
Did he sell it to them? I'm so confused.
Pappy ain't ever lost.
That's the problem with Never Lassie. It rarely lasts.
Oh, but Scrooge, you're also You gotta learn that lesson too. But it's so weird how you can like own a town.
I was cheering a fraud! Pappy ain't no folk hero.
Uh-oh.
He's a folk zero!
Oh, so they're actually good people back then?
Pleasure doing business with you.
Yo, that's not nice.
What a shot scam! Your time's up, old man. Now we're gonna have to take control of this here family and get the deed back from them that wronged us. Any objections?
Well, I like her though.
My client can't help if all these crazies went crazy.
Well, that's very true. I know. Well, if he's gonna do that with Magica, I'm pretty sure. Is there gonna be like a final villain that we don't know about? Are they gonna pull in Linares?
My
Ooh!
brother Poe and
Oh,
I
yes.
were twin sorcerers
I was
in the prime
right!
of our youths, ruling over
Twin
a small
sorcerers?
town and using our combined powers to make
Oh my
beautiful
god!
magic.
What?
Poe was the level-headed
Twin
one,
brother?
and I was the dreamer.
Interesting.
Who's this?
Thinking outside
Who's
the
the voice
box.
person?
Magica was obviously already, like, the most villainous.
Because one man managed to make matters far worse.
Oh, and Scrooge knows that.
Treasure means more when you earn it, you slothful sorcerers. Cheap tricks and shortcuts are nonsense, and I'll prove it by taking you down and claiming that treasure for myself with my big hands.
Then I'll beat you with my
Okay.
bare hands. See who's a
Oh! Oh yes. Oh, why is he so good?
Poe? I'm sorry.
Am I gonna cry?
Just put the amulet on and change back into my brother.
Why do I want this Scrooge? Why did this make me so sad? I'm like about to cry. This is not what I thought I'd be crying over.
I searched the world for the raven that was
Oh my
brother,
god!
but there were a lot of dumb birds out there. After all those years, I never saw my sweet Poe again.
I don't know if I can talk our way out of this one. Or if we even should.
Oh
I
man.
assume that if you live as long as I have, you make a lot of sworn enemies. But when you rack up enough of them, you do have to
I like
wonder
this.
if you might be part of the problem.
Thank you, Llewellyn.
Why is this music so loud? What the fuck was that?
What is this weird, soft feeling?
That is the relief of taking responsibility.
I'm literally crying.
I don't want to be defined by the mistakes I made, but rather by the humility of admitting them. So, to all of you, I'm sorry.
I mean, sorry doesn't always solve things, so...
Glumgold, Ma Beagle, and Magica Dispel are respectively entitled to Scrooge's fortune, the deed to DuckTales,
What?
and...
Wait, I'm sorry,
Am I
what?
reading this correctly? The accursed #1 dime?
Wait, is the episode actually gonna end like this?
You created him too!
Oh, man.
You moron!
Scrooge did create his enemies, but they in turn created him. Without his villains, he would have never have been forced to connect with people.
I did not expect this episode to be so good. Why am I like this?
I'm proud of you, lads. Even though it was difficult and it may not have seemed fair, you finally accepted responsibility.
I'm proud of you too, Uncle Scrooge. Owning up to your mistakes can be hard, but taking responsibility is the right thing to do.
Okay, I need a process. Okay. You know what? I'm happy we got this episode. It makes me happier about the finale, I think, because I'm in the moment. It's kind of hot, so let's take this off. I think my point was that looking back at like his whole life and that kind of stuff, and showing how much he's changed through the show, yeah, it makes me be like, yeah, it's kind of like closure in some ways, so that's nice. Yeah, this is really nice, and I mean, I have a thing I want to say, but I'll kind of say it at the end. Anyways, so yes, nice closure. And it was actually, I really liked this episode because, yeah, like Scrooge can be a very problematic character, but also it's like, you know, the villains kind of made it bad for him. And yeah, I mean, if in actual life and times, it's kind of the opposite. Not the opposite, but I mean like Glomgold and the Beagle Boys, I think mainly Glomgold, really make Scrooge lose trust in people and kind of become very bitter and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's not an excuse to do the horrible things that he did, but yeah. But also, that is just that, like, one specific version of the character. We shouldn't define it by that, especially with today's standards. Like, it might have been not that bad in the 90s, but now it's like, ooh. I'm not even saying what it is, because if any of y'all haven't read it, I don't want to spoil the moment. But yeah, in terms of this show though, like him admitting that he was wrong, and also that he kind of just, you know, he lived a lot and he made a lot of enemies, and he was just kind of like it's not ever my fault. But also I'm glad Louis asked about the whole treasure thing, because I was like, yeah, you make your money square, but also like, I know you just stole it from some like villains, which is like technically justice, but you didn't give it to people. So that's not really your whole deal. But so yeah, I'm glad they brought that up, and it kind of goes back to the season 2 episode with Louis and Scrooge, which was also being about Humble. So that's a nice kind of continuity thing, and also shows, you know, how much they've both grown. And I was not expecting it to be only them two, but I'm glad it was. It is kind of weird to have I guess in this season, like a Louis and Scrooge centered episode, if it's supposed to be a Huey season. I don't know, I guess because like last season we had that like whole 5-episode arc about Louis at the end, and here we just don't. So I kind of wish we had that arc thingy again, because those were fun. I really like those. But yeah, I mean, even like with season 2, there was stuff leading up to the finale. Like Last Crash kind of played into the finale, and this doesn't. So it's kind of weird because the finale is kind of on its own in this season. I mean, I guess the whole season leads up to it, but like still. And yeah, no foul stuff. So yeah, I mean, I guess I don't feel that bad about it, because it was a nice break before the finale. And also it was a very nice episode, just to wrap things up. I think the thing I was going to say in terms of legacy and stuff, the part where he made friends with Doofus and stuff, I was not expecting that. And yeah, it kind of shows how might try to model himself after Scrooge, but learning stuff, you know, seeing the mistakes his uncle made, he can kind of not do certain things. So he's kind of going to be like the businessman, but try not to have enemies, and also try not to be as greedy and take responsibility for his stuff. And he's a little baby. So yeah, that was fun. So oh my god, I can't believe I was right about Poe. I mean, he was not what I was expecting, but also it was very weird because like he was almost like the one that was kind of I mean, I think she said they were twins, but he was kind of the older brother who was like commanding Magica, but also he didn't even do any magic. I don't know, their relationship was weird, but it was nice how she cared about him. And then, girl, if you cared about him so much and family, what happened with Lena? I mean, you know, she was saying how magic is their whole family deal, and in that case, it's like, you know, it's nice how she views family, but also she was very abusive, so I guess not. And interesting, I thought we were kind of going to get Poe back, but I guess we're not, and he's just going to be out there. So yeah, I think that it might be one of my favorite episodes of the show. I was going to say season, but also, I don't know, it's very hard for me to rank the episodes because a lot of them are so good, but that one was really good. So, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this reaction. You can like, comment, subscribe if you did. And I'll see you guys next time with the finale. Oh my god. I don't know how I'm gonna edit that. Like, it's gonna be like a whole movie length. It's gonna be a lot. So, we'll see. But, yeah, see you guys next time, where I'm gonna be a lot of crying. So, entertaining. So yeah, peace out, guys.